Welcome back to Mib Speaks, the podcast for mums and women in business who are building something real alongside real life. We know it's busy and we know it's crazy. This is where we talk openly and honestly about growth, money, confidence, visibility, and actually what it takes to grow a business around real life. I'm Leona Burton, and today I want to talk to you about something I get asked all of the time. If I had to start again, what would I do differently? Not with more money, not with more time, not with more knowledge, not with fewer responsibilities, but if I had to start again knowing what I know now. And I want you to listen to this episode, not as inspiration, but as a shortcut. Because if you're earlier in your journey, or even if you feel stuck, it might just save you years. If I had to start again, the first thing that I would do is stop waiting to feel confident. I wasted so much thinking time, waiting to feel confident before I earned it, before I showed up. I told myself I'd speak when I felt ready. I post when I felt polished. I lead when I felt I knew enough. But confidence doesn't come first. It never has. Confidence is built by keeping promises to yourself. It's built through action. It's built by doing the thing even when your voice shakes. If I had to start again, I'd start sooner. Imperfectly, and trust that clarity would meet me on my way. And here's this first pause and think moment. What are you doing right now because you're waiting to feel confident? You're waiting to feel like now is the right time. What would change if you acted anyway? If I had to start again, I'd focus on relationships before reach. I spent too much time thinking that I needed followers and that I needed more people in my community. I needed more visibility. And what I really needed was more connection. I needed more real conversations. People who trusted me, not just liked my posts. Your businesses don't grow because people see you. It grows because the right people see you. The right people know you. The right people trust you. And the right people talk about you. If I had to start again, I'd waste less time chasing numbers and more time building community. So ask yourself, who am I actually building relationships with? Who knows what I do? And who could I serve better right now? If I had to start again, I would charge properly, much sooner. This one's big. I undercharged because I desperately wanted to be liked. I wanted everybody to love me. I didn't want to feel salesy because I told myself exposure was valuable. Now listen, there are times when that is appropriate, but there are lots of times when that isn't. Being affordable doesn't always make you impactful. When you undercharge for your time, it doesn't just affect your income, it affects your energy, your boundaries, and belief in your own value. If I had to start again, price would be based on value versus fear. So here's an action moment. Where are you undercharging with your money, with your time, with your energy? And what would change if you respected your business more? If you respected the opportunity that people have to work from you? If you stopped hiding behind busy? Busy is a sneaky one. Busy feels productive. Busy feels responsible. But busy can also be very cleverly hiding you. I tell myself I'd post when things calm down. I'd speak up more when I had time. I'd be more visible when everything felt more under control. I have 6 kids, it's never under control, but things do not calm down. Life does not get quieter, and visibility isn't something you earn after success. It's what creates it. And if I had to start again, I'd show up sooner, I'd show up messier, I'd show up more consistently. So ask yourself honestly, what am I hiding behind? Where am I hiding? And what would visibility look like if I simplified it? If I had to start again, I'd stop trying to do everything alone. I wore independence like a badge of honor. I thought asking for help meant that I wasn't capable. I thought struggling quietly was strength, and it's not. Support doesn't mean weakness. Community doesn't mean dependence, and collaboration doesn't dilute your power. It multiplies it. If I had to start again, I would ask sooner, I'd lean in faster, and I'd build alongside others. So here's your reflection. Where are you making things harder than they need to be? And who could support you if you let them in? If I had to start again, I would take responsibility faster. Not blame, not guilt, responsibility. The moment I stopped waiting for circumstances to change and started asking what's in my control, everything shifted everything. Responsibility is empowering. It gives you options. It gives you momentum. If I had to start again, I'd adopt this belief from day one. Success is my responsibility, not someday, not when it gets easier, not when somebody else validates me, not when the internet tells me I'm doing a great job. So let's bring this home. If you're listening to this thinking, I wish I'd known this sooner, let me reframe that for you. You know it now, and now is good enough. It's earlier than next year, earlier than still feeling stuck, earlier than wishing you'd started today. So here's what I want you to do. One clear action before this episode ends. Write the sentence down. If I was starting again today, I would. And finish it honestly. And then do one thing that aligns with the answer within the next 24 hours. Because you don't need to start over again. You just need to start differently. I'll leave you with this. The most powerful thing about experience isn't what it's taught you. It's what you choose to do with it next. And if this episode resonated, please share it with another woman who's building something. Share it with another Mib who is on their knees, desperate for success to build something in their life. And I will see you next time on Mib Speaks.